Welcome learners. Today we are going to discuss about different types of libraries and their functions. Myself Dr. Ashna Shukla from Faculty of Library and Information Science, School of Social Sciences, IGNOU. After watching this video, you will be able to define the libraries, identify the need of the libraries in the society, to understand the purpose of libraries in the society, to identify the types of libraries along with their functions. Now coming to libraries. What are libraries? A library is a service-oriented organization created to facilitate access to learning, resources, propagation of basic knowledge, preservation and dissemination of human culture and civilization. So, library is a place from where we get different type of resources. A collection is built and organized, and based upon this collection, different services are provided to the users. Libraries is a collection of information sources with staff to provide information and services as needed by the libraries. User needs different information for different purposes, as a teacher needs information for teaching purpose, maybe a housewife needs information to know about the different recipes, a professional needs information regarding to some project. So, libraries collect, organize, process, store and preserve information for use. Then there are many other roles which libraries play in the society. The first is education. Libraries impart both formal as well as informal education. Formal education, when libraries are related with some educational institute like a college, university or a school. That means they are imparting formal education. When public libraries, they impart education, they impart information to the users, they will be providing informal education to the citizens of the country. Similarly, library provide information or knowledge regarding the transition from education to work. First, the users are doing their education. They are in school, college or university. After that, they may be seeking job. So, libraries help them in building their careers. Libraries also help the users for lifelong learning. They provide information to the users, and based upon that information, users will take independent decisions also. Libraries also help the users to make fruitful use of their leisure time. Libraries provide them different type of readings like fiction book to make use of their free time. Libraries also provide them career guidance and career related information that helps the user in deciding about their careers. Similarly, libraries also help in cultural development of individuals and social groups. Libraries also acts as gateways to knowledge and culture. Libraries also provide learning opportunities that help social, economic and cultural developments of the citizens. They make citizens more empowered and also help in the skill development of the citizens. As I already told you, libraries also work as repositories of knowledge. They store knowledge not only for the present generation but also for the future generation. Now coming to the need for a library. Why do we need library in a society? As we know, information is needed by all for different purposes, and it is difficult for an individual to access this information because of certain reasons, because an individual sometimes even don't know that this information exists, and sometimes he don't know where this information exists. So, libraries help users in dissemination of informations. Libraries also store and archives information for posterity, and libraries provided common space to individuals for study and research. Library becomes a place where users or students or learners sit in groups. They do their discussions and they do their studies in a conducive environment. Similarly, libraries overcome digital divide also by providing access and skill to use ICT. By digital divide, I means that libraries are providing the infrastructure to them who doesn't have that infrastructure. As we know that rich and poor are there in the society. Similarly, digitally rich and digitally poor are also there in the society. So, digital divide overcoming is also an important function of the library. They provide the users internet, hardware and software which otherwise is not accessible to the digitally poor users. Now coming to the general functions of the library. Libraries help us in providing education. As I already told you, education, both formal and informal education, as well as higher education and research also. Libraries plays important role in higher education and user education also. User education because the users, they don't know how to use the library, how to search their information, what are the different sections of the library, what are the rules and regulations of the library. All such type of information are provided to user by the libraries in user education programs. Recreation is also an important function of the libraries because our youngsters, they want to utilize their time fruitfully. So, library provide them opportunities for recreation by providing different type of reading material to them. Library is also a place where users can sit, they will do their research work, they will do their discussions, they listen to the lectures and they will do group studies in the libraries. So, in this way libraries provide them a place where they will do their studies. Now, libraries are having some social and cultural roles also. As we know, library is having an important role in the society because it educates the citizens of the society and provide them opportunity to become good citizens of the society. The cultural role of the libraries is related to the public libraries. Public libraries, what they do, they preserve the information related to the culture where that public library is located. Now coming to the types of the libraries. Libraries generally we divide them in academic libraries, public libraries and special libraries. As far as the academic libraries are concerned, school libraries, college libraries, university libraries, they comes under the category of academic libraries. Public libraries like National Library, State Library, District Library, City Library, Town Library, Village Library and Mobile Library. They come under the category of public libraries. Special libraries like prison libraries, business libraries, art libraries, industrial libraries, all these types of libraries come under the category of special libraries. Now, These are some of the basic functions and services of different types of libraries. As we know that every library is doing selection and acquisition work. They are selecting the documents, and after selection they are acquiring those documents. Similarly, all types of libraries, they are doing technical and physical processing of the documents acquired by them. Circulation, as we all know, that is the face of the library. This is the most popular service of libraries among the users. And for providing circulation service, library is also doing maintenance of the collection which library is having. Now what we will do, we will discuss these libraries, these types of libraries one by one. First, coming to the academic libraries. The academic libraries assume the responsibility to provide access to the sources of information from which teaching and learning could develop. So, use of libraries for reading and reference is an integral part of learning, teaching and research. In this way, academic libraries are those libraries which are attached to some academic institution like school, college, university, etc. Now, first we will discuss about school libraries. School libraries, these are the libraries attached to primary, middle, secondary and higher secondary schools. These are known as school libraries. The school years are considered as the formative and foundation years of any student life. So, libraries play a very important function in the schools because they will have to inculcate lifelong reading habits among the children or the students. For example, like libraries of Kendriya Vidyalayas, Navodaya Vidyalayas, they are known as school libraries. Now talking about the functions of a school libraries. These school libraries, they collect and arrange syllabus based books and some general readings also. They cultivate lifelong reading habits among the students. So, this is, I think, the most important function of a school libraries. They are maintaining their collection according to the syllabus, but as it is a famous saying, habits are easy to make but difficult to break. So, when a habit of reading is developed in a student from the school years, it will continue in his whole life. So, cultivating lifelong reading habits are very important for school libraries. Now, coming to the services of a school libraries. As I already told you that some of the general services like circulation, they are provided by all libraries. Apart from them, school libraries also provide reference service, storytelling, because children are mostly interested in listening and telling stories. School libraries are also organizing debates for the children. They are also having film shows in the libraries, and in the school libraries they are also arranging for book readings for the students. These all things like debates, film shows, book readings, they are there in the school libraries for inculcating reading habits among the students of the school. Now coming to the second type of the academic libraries, that is college libraries. These libraries are attached to undergraduate, postgraduate, management or engineering college. So, these are known as college libraries. College students, they don't need much individual attention as school students need. In colleges, self-learning and self-study becomes compulsory. So, in colleges, libraries play a very important role. As we saw in school libraries, generally school libraries are having their collection according to the syllabus of the school. But college libraries, they are building their collection beyond the syllabus of the college also. Now coming to the functions of a college library. College libraries, they make available to the students books and related material relevant to the courses offered in the college. They also make available the books and documents required by the faculty members, and they also provide career guidance to the students, because generally after college students are going for some work or job. So, this type of guidance is also provided by the college libraries, which is different from the functions of the other kind of academic libraries. Now, talking about the services of a college libraries, they provide user orientation and education to the users of the library. They provide different kind of reference services. They also provide bibliographic services. Bibliographic services are needed because here the students are interested in reading beyond their syllabus. So, they are preparing bibliographies for the users so that they will know about the books available in their subject. Similarly, they are providing them career guidance service. Resource sharing is also an important service which is provided by college libraries. Why this resource sharing service is needed? Because no library is self-sufficient due to many constraints like budget, availability of space, etc. So, what libraries are doing? They are making a collaboration with other libraries, similar kind of libraries, and if a book which is needed by the registered member of the library is not in that library, then they are asking for that book from the library which is there in the network. Similarly, college libraries are also providing internet based services. Internet based services, now we know that most of the publications also, they are in e-format like e-books, e-journals, databases. So, these college libraries, they are providing services according to the needs of the user. Now coming to the university library. This is the third type of academic library. These libraries which are located in the university are known as university libraries. For example, IGNOU library, it is an university library. Similarly, Library of Delhi University, JNU, they all comes under the category of university libraries. Functions of a university library. University libraries generally provide resources necessary for research in the field of interest to the university. They also provide latest information to the faculty in their disciplines. The basic purpose of university library is expansion of knowledge. Now coming to the services of an university library. University libraries provide variety of services ranging from CAS, which means current awareness service, SDI, selective dissemination of information, reference service, resource sharing, newspaper clipping service, internet based services, user education and information literacy, print and e-journal related services. Here a difference between the user education provided in college libraries and university libraries is that university libraries provide information literacy also. They train the user to how to search the information, how to identify the information needs, how to identify the resources from where the users will get their information, and also evaluates the information resources so as to know about the authenticity of these resources. Now coming to the second type. First is academic libraries, then public libraries are there. This is the second type of libraries. According to UNESCO, public libraries are the local gateway to knowledge. They provide basic condition for lifelong learning, independent decision making and cultural development of the individual and social groups. So, public library, they are for all, they are for the masses. each and every citizen in the location of the public libraries, they are able to use that public library after doing certain registration related formalities. So, functions of the public libraries, the first and the foremost function of the public library is to preserve the culture. Then they cater to the needs of the all groups of societies, whether they will be professionals, housewives, children, disabled persons or anyone. And public libraries also provide education, information and work for cultural enrichment and economic development of the society. Services of a public libraries, all the services which are general to the library are provided by a public library. Apart from that, public libraries also provide extension services. Extension services which are addition to the normal services or general services provided by the libraries. For this, they are organizing cultural and awareness programs. They are organizing lectures on topics of interest to the society, and public libraries are also providing mobile library services. By mobile library services, we mean that suppose it is a town library and it is located in the center of the town, and that town is having a place which is far away from that center place. So, public libraries are sending mobile libraries to that distantly located place. Now coming to special libraries. Special libraries, they serve as a particular institution that has a special or specific role to play, and they therefore tend to be one subject oriented libraries. In special libraries, these three things are special. They are having a special collection, they are having special users, and they are having special or specially trained staff to cater to the special needs of the special users. So, generally these special libraries, they are related to some particular subject. Functions of a special library, they analyze, synthesize and evaluate information, because generally the users of the special libraries, they are researchers or scientists or the decision makers. They need pinpointed information related to their subject. So, what libraries do? They provide their information after consolidating that information and repackaging and tailor making according to the needs of the users. Special libraries collect and organize resources according to the special needs of the users, and these special libraries, they work as an information center. The services provided by the special libraries are awareness services, because the users need up-to-date information, reference services, information consolidation and repackaging as per the needs of the user. They also provide SDI service. For this, they make user profile and document profile, and they also prepare critical reviews and reports as per the need of the special users. Now, these are the types of library models. By library models, we mean what types of libraries are there, how many types of libraries are there. Generally, these libraries are of following kinds: physical libraries, electronic libraries, digital libraries, virtual libraries or hybrid libraries. These libraries, they generally are based upon the format or the resources which are there in the libraries. Physical libraries, this is the library by which we all are familiar. This is the conventional or the traditional kind of library, a library in which our buildings exist and users have to visit that library for accessing the services and the resources of that library. The second kind of library in this model is electronic library. A electronic library is a library which comprises collection of born digital e-resources. Born digital, we mean the resources which are made available as digital only. No other format exists of these resources. So, electronic library is a collection of these born digital resources where all the resources are digital. That kind of library is known as electronic library. These resources will be in the form of CD, DVD, etc. After this, the next model is digital library. Digital library is a library where the collection that are the creation of digital versions of physical materials through digitization process. The term digital library is more inclusive. It covers mixed collection. As we saw in electronic libraries, only born digital resources are there. But in digital libraries, both born digital and digitized resources are there. The next model is virtual libraries. The term virtual library is used primarily for libraries that are virtual, means they don't exist in a physical space like a traditional or a conventional library. They are there, but maybe in a computer system or in a server. For example, subject gateways. The libraries which physically don't exist, they are called virtual libraries. After this, hybrid libraries. Hybrid libraries are the libraries which we are having mostly nowadays. These are the libraries which is having both kind of collection, print collection as well as the digitized collection. So, mostly libraries which we are seeing today are hybrid kind of libraries. They are having some print collection also and they are having that digitized collection as well as born digital collection also. So, this is the discussion for today. In today's discussion, we have covered aspects like libraries, functions of libraries, different types of libraries along with their functions and services, and the different library models which exist in today's time. I hope you find this presentation interesting. Thank you. Happy learning.